Hello everyone. First of all, I have to apologize for my mixed up videos. I keep finding things and then I have to backtrack and because it kind of all comes too fast. But look at this, Moloch, an appetite for children. So I thought Moloch was the owl, but apparently not. It's the beast. And the beast is intricately linked in our modern contemporary lives with the book of Revelation and throughout the Bible. And it really is true. There are our leaders, or the elite, or Illuminati, or the New World Order people are Satan worshippers. It just is. They have a lust for killing and death, and um, by comparison, I think people who love the light are very passive and willing to serve them. So what people need to really wake up to is that almost all the movies that you watch are programming you. Almost all the food that you eat is programming you with nanotechnology and little antennas, and TV, the digital TV has a flicker rate, and it's hard to avoid all of these things, but at least we can try to be awake to the levels of darkness and light, the degrees of darkness and light that we're dealing with, because it's all pretty real. And to not realize it and to allow ourselves to go deeper into the apathy and level of sleep and baseness and dumbness is giving in to them. So this guy here, Peter Fast, he's writing about Moloch and an appetite for children, and he explains the origins and biblical evidence. And then, let's see, when was this written? This was written February 16th, 2012. So that's February. And interesting, down here there is a response, a comment, and he says, Moloch, the first of the minions of Satan, the enemy, designated as such by Milton in Paradise Lost, and rightly so. It is not far-fetched at all that there were 7 levels of blasphemous sacrifice culminating in children of men, representing symbolically the life of Adam, the one whom Satan hates. Interesting how Adam was the killer in Connecticut, his name. So, don't know if you saw this, but this is from Investment Watch. This is too freaky. Suzanne Collins, author of The Hunger Games, lives in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. I didn't read The Hunger Games or see the movie because I don't like that kind of stuff entering my subconscious. You know, I don't like willingly letting that stuff. I've never liked scary movies ever since I was a little kid. But he makes a comment about the mass murder that smacks of a false flag blood sacrifice of innocents for the Luciferian Illuminati. Okay, well, they're real. If you don't know by now, I don't know what to tell you. But look, and this is a really great article, The Vigilant Citizen, The Hunger Games, A Glimpse of the Future. Let's go there. Alright, so there's a pretty big article here. I won't go into it too much. New World Order for teenagers, but pretty horrific. Blood sacrifices for the elite. And I know it's like a cult film, cult book, and people think it's great, but we as human beings have all these levels of ourselves that we aren't even aware of, levels of our consciousness, our subconscious, and maybe it has all these levels in our higher consciousness and connections to the creator and the super consciousness, and then all the other dimensions, and you know, is it goodness, is it light, or is it darkness that we're connecting to? I really believe in getting, you know, the Holy Spirit in our hearts for protection and discernment, because it's really not a joke. Pretty scary. Appealing to basest instincts. Okay, desensitizing to a new type of violence. Okay, I've made this video about so many times already that I keep trying to do it over and over to make it better, but and then it just gets longer. So I'm not going to read a lot of this, but you have to go back and see it for yourself, because they tell the truth. Dumbed down mass of people, dissolving democracies into police state, high-tech surveillance, mass media used for propaganda, and, you know, vaccines, food. If people don't say no to these things, then we're simply giving in to them. Okay, let me try to give you some other things here. The beast. Okay, the beast. The woman on the beast is all over the place. The woman on the beast. And this is from the book of Revelations. So here is the UN and the statue, the woman on the beast. So the Bible is part of our lives. Here is the Tower of Babel, and it was recreated in Europe. Woman on the beast, the coins, everything. And so the UN, let's see, the UN. Oh, there's just so much, you know. But speaking of other movies, here's one that you could look up also, Metropolis. Metropolis was a cult film made in the 20s. The woman who wrote it became a passionate Naziist, or Nazi, supporting the Nazis, and so it's a dystopian future about the masses subjugated. Here's the Tower of Babel, their version, and the new Tower of Babel at the UN has been made, and reception. So this was received by H.G. Wells, called it silly, and he was a eugenicist, but Nazi propagandist, you know, Joseph, he took it to heart. And speaking of heart, in this movie, they say that the heart, if I can find that, the heart is really the heart of the city. Okay, destroying the heart machine, the central power station of the city. So if we are a city, if we have a temple, if we are that powerful, then our heart is the main thing, because the Illuminati, the futurists, they're all about the brain and becoming immortal, uploading the brain and everything, and the heart isn't even included. So to me, the heart is the key to get the light into your heart. then wanted to show you this about the UN. Obama is the first president in history to take a seat at the UN. And I don't think he's taking it alone, but he's the first U.S. president, and he's not really supposed to do that. As I understand it, there's some rule where we can't hold any other position as U.S. president, but I think he's with a few other people on the UN Security Council. You can look that up. And another interesting thing is that the UN, here is the one side of the UN. They blended it with an old painting, but it has lots of statues of the women on the beast in front. But what's really fascinating is that the UN, look at this. Here are all the seats with names, but the seat 666 has no name as of yet. Is this true? I don't know. But this particular researcher seems to say that it has no name right now. Okay, so there's that. All right, and then who could be the Antichrist? Okay, lots more about the Illuminati and what they're planning. This is like ancient things that are going on that have come down, and they are promoting their agenda, and it does mean death, and they don't care. Oh, my computer jumps around so much. Okay, so look into this. Look into this. Alright, I'm not going to go farther with that. Statue of Kronos. I thought this was kind of interesting because the statue of Kronos, oh, I forgot how this links in, but it's about time. And Kronos is linked to Saturn, and Saturn was the god who ate his children. Right. Statue of Saturn or Kronos. And in my previous video of December 9th, I showed a video of a gold New World Order designer watch with the pentagon, the birds, the nocturnal birds, and all of that. This, okay, here it is. Here is a YouTube video I found of Kronos. So there's something about time right now. I think it's speeding up, and they really do want to depopulate. They don't want you to know. They want you to willingly just submit, and we can't do that. So much more, so much more. What is this? Okay, Europe rides the beast, but a real main thing is, oh, here's something else too about the end, and this guy is talking about the Catholic Church and how it was invaded by the Vatican Council II. So this is by a monk, and his blog. But a really main one is, see, here's the woman riding the beast again. It's in everything. On the stamp, woman riding the beast. This is all from the book of Revelation. And people can be atheists, or people can, oh, time's running out. Okay, here's the main one then. Please go watch this. Illuminati child sacrifice, and thanks